Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about the longer version of This Is Fate. Karan was able to successfully save Preeta from the bomb that Prithvi has already planted for Preeta, and Mahesh again has another attack of mental problem because of the drug that Sherlyn and Nosmona were giving to him. So let's continue. The entire Lutra family were standing in the hall. Karan asked if anything happened, but no one responded. Prithvi Cummins says that there is nothing to be worried about since the doctor has given Mahesh the injections, so he is going to feel better, but he is with them, so nothing is going to happen to Mahesh, and this is his promise. Prithvi asked Grandma that the last time that Mahesh got the attack, he was threatened to be sent to the mental asylum, but he was the one who fought with the doctor so that Mahesh is allowed to stay in this house. Preeta asks that what has gotten into Prithvi, since he is the reason because of which Mahesh is suffering, but he is asking about the relationship. Preeta asks that what motive does Prithvi have now, and Prithvi asks Preeta that what proof does Preeta have that he has done anything wrong. Preeta is always blaming him for being wrong when he has always thought about the better for this family, and he asks that what problem does Preeta have with him. Karan says that Prithvi should lower his voice since Preeta is the owner of this house and also his wife, so she must be respected. Prithvi, along with everyone else, is shocked. Prithvi says that he doesn't respect the designation or relationship, but he respects the people, and they all know that Preeta has taken everything by force from his father, and they all know that Preeta has just come here for the sake of money. Karan says that even then, Prithvi must talk politely with Preeta. Krithika says that if this is the case, then Prithvi is also the son-in-law of the house. Karan asks that what is Krithika saying, and Preeta stops them all, saying that she doesn't need anything from them. The doctor comes there asking that what have they all done, since it is not right, and he is advising them to make sure that Mahesh is kept in the basement. Preeta asks that what is the doctor saying, since if Mahesh is not brought to the family, then how will he get back to life? The doctor says that this is the problem because Mahesh has gotten really dangerous and he is attacking Mona, and he might even kill the nurse, but if they do not take it seriously, then it will be forced to send him to the mental asylum. Prithvi assures the doctor that he is present, so he would make sure that Mahesh doesn't harm anyone or is brought out from the basement. Preeta, seeing them all, says that such drama always happens in this house, but she cannot bear it and she needs to rest. Karina says that how can Preeta talk like this with them when she was just a middle-class nurse? How dare she to talk to them like this? Natasha in her room is really frustrated, wondering how is she still living with these people since this is a madhouse. She, however, calms herself down, thinking that she cannot let anyone know the real purpose that she has come into this house, as Sherlyn thinks that she has come to pretend to be a sister, and Karan thinks that he is using her to make Preeta feel jealous, but no one knows her real purpose. The Lutras would have met a lot of people like Prithvi, but they have not seen anyone like her, Natasha. Preeta, entering her room, gets really worried, wondering why the doctor said that Mahesh is sick when he is healthy, and he even enjoyed the lorry function. But she doesn't know what happened with him, that he suffered such an attack, and she doesn't know what is going on. Janki says that she herself saw the condition of Mahesh, and Mahesh is not fine. Karan walks into the room. Preeta asks if Karan is sure about the doctor who is taking care of Mahesh. Karan replies that he knows what Preeta is saying, but he can never take any risk with the health of his father, so he himself appointed the doctor. Shriti says that they should leave now. Karan offers to drop them, but Shriti assures Karan that she can go by herself. Karan says that he was just talking about being responsible, but he cannot let them go alone. He calls Samru to come as Shriti is right, so Samru will drop them, but Shriti refused to go with Samru. However, Janki insists on going with only Samru. Shriti and Janki leaves, but even then, Karan walks out, which worries Preeta about what might have happened to him. Samru also sits in the car, and Shriti also sits with Janki in the back seat. Janki asks Shriti to go and sit with Samru on the front seat, as Samru is not a driver, but a friend. However, Shriti doesn't want to believe anything, but insisted on sitting at the back seat. Everyone insisted that Shriti should sit with Samru, and Shriti started walking to Samru by herself, but Janki, stopping Shriti, asked that what is Shriti doing since it is not nice to go like this, and Samru is waiting to drop them off. Shriti says that she doesn't need Samru's help because Samru is not that cool. Karan also comes there asking that what is the problem, And Shriti says that Janki is forcing her to sit at the front seat, but she doesn't want to sit. However, they are not understanding. Samru says that he has not said anything, and Karan also asks Janki not to interfere. Karan, pulling Samru with him, advised Samru not to talk so rudely with Shriti, since he needs to start his relationship with her once again, for which he would have to be polite, and he asks them to go, since he has informed Samru what to do. Samru stops the car and Shriti leaves without even letting him say anything. He gets tensed, and Janki says that she knows that Samru is really a nice person, and even Shriti is a good-hearted girl, and this time, things have not taken a turn for the worse, but it has gotten ruined, and Samru would have to take some more time to get back with Shriti, and Janki advised Samru to work with it slowly and not rush it. Samru agrees with Janki, so he then turned back and get into the car. Shriti, looking at Samru from the window, says her goodbye. Preeta is combing her hair. She recalls when Mahesh blessed her, and she thinks that how can it happen that Mahesh gets angry so easily, and she doesn't understand. She wonders how can Mahesh attack someone all of a sudden, because these people tend to claim that Mahesh is a mental person, so he should be away from the family, and Mahesh is locked in the basement, and Preeta gets suspicious, thinking that something happens with Mahesh that causes him to react in such a manner, and Preeta, sitting on the bed, says that she needs to think of what to do next. Karan enters the room. He sees Preeta sleeping, and he thinks that Preeta looks really cute while sleeping, but she is the opposite when she is awake. Preeta suddenly wakes up and she sits on the bed, asking that what is Karan doing here. Karan says that it is his room, so he has come to sleep here. But Preeta says that it was Karan's room. However, the room now belongs to her. Karan asks that what does Preeta eat in the morning, because he is now always ready to fight with her. Preeta refused to allow Karan to sleep with her, and Karan asks that where can he sleep, since this room belongs to Preeta now. However, he asks that does Preeta not know what she said the first day that she came back into this house, because Preeta insisted on sleeping in the room of Prithvi. Preeta says that she said that before, but she realized that she is more comfortable sleeping in this room, so Karan should leave the room. Karan agrees to leave, explaining that it is because he needs to do some work, but he would come back soon. Preeta quickly closed the door, thinking that she is sorry for not letting Karan sleep, because whenever Karan is with her, then she is not able to control herself, and Karan will surely find out the truth about her feelings for him, and she lies down on the bed wondering what can she do. Karan is walking in the hall thinking that Preeta has gotten a lot of attitude. Samru also walked past Karan. Karan asks that what has happened, and Samru says that he wants a drink since his mood cannot be good. Samru informs Karan that Shriti did not even talk with him on the entire journey, and Karan explains that Shriti is just angry with Samru, but it will be sorted after some time. Karan says that even Preeta has changed because Preeta acts like being a Hitler, but he can see his old Preeta inside of her, so they both should drink. And Karan explains that whenever he tries to go near Preeta, she scolds him. Samru also says that even Shriti did not look at him. Karan says that Preeta also hugged him, but then she pushed him away as he made a crime. Samru says that he was talking about Shriti, but Karan started talking about his own problems. Karan says that they are brothers, so they can share their problems. Samru explains that there is nothing going on between him and Shriti, but Karan's relationship with Preeta feels like a love story. Karan says that Samru should not lie, because everyone will surely find out about him and Shriti's love story. Karan says that everything is happening because of Samru's past actions. However, he promised to make sure that their love story will start again. Samru asks Karan, and they both leave to have a drink. Prithvi asks Krithika that what relationship does he have with the Luthra family. Krithika replies that it is the relationship of his son-in-law. Prithvi asks that then, why is he always treated like this? Karina and Grandma hears Prithvi shouting, so they walk towards the room, and even Raki and Shailin comes to the room. Karina asks that why is Prithvi talking like this to Krithika, asking that what has happened. Prithvi explains that he is really disappointed with Krithika because of her behavior. Prithvi explains that he is the member of this family, but still some people do not think good about him. Prithvi explains that when Mahesh came running to the party, he shouted snake, so he was able to protect his identity, but they think that Preeta is the one protecting them and not him. He says that Mahesh should have been sent to the mental asylum, but he fought with them so that Mahesh can stay in this house, and he only kept Mahesh in the basement so that no one finds out that he is mentally unstable and he will not hurt the emotions of the family. Prithvi explains that he established a new company not because he has any interest in money, but if something wrong happens with them in the future and the world finds out that the face of the lutra industry is mentally unstable, then it will cause their shares to fall and they would become bankrupt, and in that time, the new company would benefit them. Prithvi explains that he knows that some of the families do not consider him worthy to live in this house, but he does it all for their benefit, and he apologized to Krithika some time ago, but all he asked in return was her moral support, but Krithika did not stand by him. Prithvi says that Preeta was constantly accusing him, yet Krithika remained quiet, which he doesn't understand. Krithika leaves apologizing, and the family also tries to leave. However, Prithvi stops them, informing them that no one will go to the basement and meet with Mahesh, since Mahesh might attack anyone, so no one will be able to stop him from going to the mental asylum, and everyone leave. Prithvi says that Shailene can hug him now, and Shailene rushes to hug him from behind, and Prithvi started smiling. Samru asks that why are girls so complicated? Karan says that it is because they are innocent, but Samru doesn't believe him. Karan says that he is saying the truth, because girls knows what they want, but after achieving them, they are not able to know what to do. Samru explains that he cannot understand what Karan is saying, as he has gotten even more confused. Karan says that even he is confused because he doesn't know what Preeta wants, because Preeta sometimes says what she desires, but then she back out of it and he is confused. Samru says that he cannot understand Karan, but he would have known everything if Rishabh was present here, because Rishabh was really clever, and Karan gets sad hearing this. Samru says that he did not want to make Karan feel sad, and Karan says that he is also missing Rishabh, as Rishabh always used to say that Karan should fight for what is right, so this is what Samru must do as well. Samru says that he is sure of what he wants and he only wants Shriti. Karan says that there is no time for love and Samru should fight for it. Samru says that the door will be closed. Karan says that if the door is closed, then Samru should go through the window and into the room, fighting for his love. Karan says that he also knows what he wants and he has to fight for his bed from Preeta. Samru is standing and Natasha also comes to greet him. Karina tries to console Krithika, assuring her that nothing has happened. Krithika asks that what is her fault that Prithvi always scold her like this. Karina says that Preeta is the reason behind every problem, and she asks Raki that why does Raki not see that Preeta is at fault, since because of Preeta's actions, the married life of Krithika is getting affected. Karina wants that if anything happens to her daughter, then she will not be able to bear it. Raki says that Preeta has not done anything wrong, since Preeta only thought about the betterment of this family, and Preeta could not see Mahesh in the basement, and she tried to make sure that he comes back to live with the family. Grandma also says that she feels that Prithvi has made the right decision, since they cannot see Mahesh in the mental asylum, so it is better for them to let Mahesh stay in the basement. Krithika standing says that now she will not let anything happen to her husband, as she is going to fulfill both the duties of a daughter and a wife, and she would always support her husband. Raki is tensed, and Krithika asks that why is Raki still believing in Preeta, even when Preeta herself accepted that she came here just for the sake of money. Karina says that she had realized this about Preeta a long time ago, and she told them how Preeta was just here for their money. Krithika assures everyone that she is only going to support her husband, even if it means going against Preeta, since Preeta has came to their house as the owner and not as a family member. Raki is really worried with what Krithika is planning to do to Preeta. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, share it, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.